Alright guys, welcome back, and today we've got an actual video where I'm actually doing something with my car, like something legit. Welcome to the $100 oil change. We got here some AMSOIL European 5W40. This is actually the first time I put European oil in this, which probably isn't a good thing, but hey, I'm doing it now. And then we also got, I believe, is the OE filter for this. It's basically the same part number as the OE filter, so it might actually be. So anyway, let's go ahead and start this thing up, get her warmed up. I'll get it up on the ramps, and we will drain the oil and completely do the oil change. Also, a little side note. So Jason, well, yesterday I was down here. I actually took off my exhaust. Like, I took it off this time. It didn't just fall off. So I'm currently running open manifold headers, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to get an idea of what I want to do with exhaust for this car, because I'm going to do a legit exhaust, not have someone build me one, because I mean, we saw how that went the last time. But Jason ended up coming down and helping me out. His dad actually is probably going to weld it up just so I can pass inspection for now. But I do plan on doing, I plan on swapping this over to an antique vehicle. I won't be able to drive it all the time, but here's the thing. If I want to keep it forever, I'm not going to be able to drive it all the time, because it will eventually fall apart beyond repair, which I don't want. So having it as an antique vehicle means I don't have to get it inspected. It's actually cheaper to run. And I mean, for the most part, you can drive it just about any day, but it is technically illegal to drive it every day, but you know what I mean. You can drive it. Cops probably won't care that much. But yeah, I can actually do an exhaust that I want. I don't have to have a cat. I don't have to have a muffler. I can just do straight pipe if I want, which I might end up doing. I'll probably end up doing a muffler, because I feel like this might be a little too loud. Anyway, let's do a cold startup on the 944 with open manifold / header, whatever you want to call it. About 82 decibels, so it isn't atrocious, but it's not quiet. So what do you guys think? Is it quiet enough? It's still blowing out exhaust back here. I can still feel it. All right, well guys, you're hearing it now. What's your opinions? Do you think I should do a muffler or not? It's about 80 decibels at idle according to my Apple Watch, so that's probably not entirely super accurate, but it's something to go off of. But yeah, should I do it? Should I do no muffler, or should I do a muffler? These ramps, they fit like perfectly. Just absolutely perfectly. If you guys want these, they are the Rhino ramps from Advanced Auto Parts. They're the non-truck ones, so it's very easy to find. They only got 2 truck ones and then these ones. So go with these ones. If you have a 944, it'll clear it. These ramps, because there's like a bumper on the end. My old ramps didn't have it. There's a bumper on the end of those that actually I can feel, so I know when to stop. Also probably, well, it wouldn't be hard to go over them, but yeah, it's a pretty big bump. All right, well guys, about 5 hours later, I finally got everything I need. So to do this oil change, you need I already forgot what this is, 17mm socket. That is for the drain plug. Then you also need a torque wrench to torque it to 50 Newton meters of torque. I'm gonna have to look up what the actual foot-pounds of it is. I think I saw 36, but I'll double check and make sure and update you guys on that. I'll put it on the screen somewhere. But I also have a Canon oil filter, which is a wrench off. Like, there's an actual nut on top, which is a 25mm. It took me about 5 times to find that. And then I couldn't find drain pans. So I have like a little bit smaller of a, well, it's not a 5-gallon bucket, but it's a bucket that's a little bit smaller than a 5-gallon bucket. I also have a 5-quart jug of what used to be oil. I'm gonna have to swap them out because this thing takes 7 quarts of oil effectively. It's like 6.8 something. So hopefully this all works. I'm gonna need to actually invest in a real drain pan. I thought I was gonna have to pull it off the ramps and actually go get one real quick. because I didn't have anything, but I found those two things, so we should be good now. So let's go ahead and begin. All right, guys, so I do have a minor correction for you. This socket to go in the drain plug is actually 15 millimeter, not a 17. I don't know if I misread that or just misremembered it or something, but it's a 15, not a 17. Anyway, let's begin. Let's see if I can catch this nut. I'm doubtful. I'm probably gonna burn myself, but hey, it'll be all right. There it comes. Ah, no. I couldn't get around the bucket. No. It's okay, they're both in there. I'll get them out. Gosh darn it, rip the dream. All right, guys, now I did actually goof. You can see there's a jack over there now. So my driveway slants this way, and the drain plug is on this side, which means the oil would have to go uphill to come out. So I needed to jack it up just a little bit. I didn't lift it off the ground or anything. I just basically raised the suspension so that this would effectively become level or slightly this way to drain the rest of the oil out, because I didn't want the old oil just sitting in there, because so it defeats the whole purpose of an oil change. So that's what we're doing right now, letting it drain out some more. All right, guys, so this is a 25 confirmed. So let's go ahead and do this now. I got a little catch pan under there because oil will come out of here. It's basically impossible to catch. Ow. Are you actually catching all of it? You aren't. There we go. I thought I heard it hitting there, and I did. Wow, that's hot. Hee. Now, how you get this out of here is you kind of have to... So, let's see here. This is really freaking hot, though. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. And yeet. Awesome. Alright, I'm gonna need some floor dry. This is cooking. Ow. Alright. We're good. Ow. Alright, so guys, this oil's finishing up draining out. It's just basically little dribbles now. So I'm probably just gonna, finish up there. But I also have my skid plate back, so I'm very excited about this. It's still very dirty, but I'm going to bolt this onto the bottom of my car once again. I haven't had it for like a year. And I mean, most of these are kind of broke because it is, very old plastic, but I also lost all the bolts to them. That's what I got at Advance the last time I was there. Well, one of the last times I was there. But these, I only got 4 of them. Now there's like 20,000 holes in this thing, but I figure I'll put one in each corner and we'll be good there. So yeah, very excited to have my skid plate back. I also somehow balanced that for that long, just immediately. All right, anyway, skid plate's coming back. I'm gonna finish that up real quick. Basically just, undo that, and then I got to torque that. Actually, I got to fish the bolt out of there. I forgot all about that. I actually have the socket and the bolt in there. That voice crack was wonderful. All right, guys, I got the bucket out. Hello, everybody. Let me try to find, this is still pretty warm. Oh, I got cuts. Ow. Let me see if I can find it here. There it is. Where's the bolt anyway? Or the drain plug. So I got that out. All right. I have nowhere to put it. It's going to go right there. Then we got to find the socket. There it is. Socket's very oily, nice and kind of golden dirty. Actually, it kind of looks gold. That's kind of cool. Anyway, guys, it actually feels really weird. It's nice and warm. Kind of feels nice. All right, I'm gonna stop being a child. Let me go clean my ends off so I can put that drain plug, and I'm also gonna clean that off too. All right, guys, so I got the drain plug all cleaned up. There actually wasn't very many metal shavings in there at all, so that's wonderful. It is still magnetized, so we're Gucci. We're all Gucci. All right, time to put this thing back in. I'm gonna double check the torque spec real quick just to make sure, because I don't want to over or under torque it. All right, guys, so everywhere that I'm reading says 50 newton meters, or like 37 foot-pounds of torque for the drain plug here. So that's what I'm gonna do it at. I got my torque wrench over there, and we'll get her done. All right, guys, so the oil drain plug has been put on and torqued to 36 foot-pounds. Now it's time, that's probably really close. Now it's time to throw on the skid plate. So, I gotta remember where this thing mounts at. Yeah, you can see right here. Here's one of the bolts. And it's just, you know, snapped off right there. Just a plastic piece. I'm sure I can find another one somewhere. Maybe not. Yeah, there's that hole. That one. Those two. I think this is one. Yeah, this is where a bolt just snapped, like the head of it snapped off. There's a hole right here, here, and here. I think that's all the holes for it. But anyway, let's go ahead and throw this thing off. Also, here's my AC compressor that's dead. So this actually wouldn't be too big of a pain, it looks like, to change. Just expensive. And hopefully I don't need to buy 30 of these like I did with, you know, this little dude right here, which was the power, this is where the power steering pump mounted. This little thing right here, you know, kept snapping, and that's when I was like, you know what, I like it better without power steering, which I actually do. That wasn't just an excuse, I legitimately do. They are, if anyone needs to know what these are, they're M6 1.0 by 20 millimeter is what I got. They are flanged hex bolts. That's what I got. So anyone needs to know that, you got the information now. So that bolt's broken off, that one's broken off, so I got this one right here in the back middle I can throw in. So let's do this one. So that's in. Now let's do this corner over here. I'm straight up laying in oil right now. Alrighty, that's okay. See, that does not have a hole. Nope. Let's go for this one. This one's kind of falling off, but it's still a hold down, so we're going for it. It's really hard to tell if it's crossheaded or not because my hands are just so slippery. I can't get these too tight because they will snap. So I'm going to try to just, you know, do this little number. There. Skid plate is now installed once again on the 944. Awesome. I'm probably very oily now, but I'm happy. This one's completely broken. This one is almost broken. This one's also almost broken. This is broke off, and this is broke off. Then we got this one that I could still use. That one's good, and that one's good. But yeah, other than that, the rest are broke. But we got the skid plate on, which is the important bit. All right, guys. Well, now I can confirm there is a little bit of oil on this shoulder, and I can feel it in my hair. There's oil all in my hair. So I might need to get a shower. But anyway, until then, let's go ahead and throw on the oil filter, which, like I said, I do believe actually the manufacturer oil filter. I mean, there's the part number right there for you guys. The 944-107-20109. I believe that is that's either very close or is the stock part number for the stock oil filter in this car. So let's go ahead and throw this puppy on now. Only hand tight for this, of course. All right, guys, let's go ahead and break into one of these AMSOILs and get that seal all nice and lubed up. Oh yes, the AMSOIL. Let's go ahead and do a little dip. Wonderful. All right, let's try to get this thing down in here. Alright guys, so the oil filter is in there as tight as I can absolutely get it with my hand. I dried it off, I dried my hands off everything, waited even a little bit to let it air dry. That's as tight as I can get it. Now, let's do the AMSOIL into the engine. The exciting bit. Look at that beautiful oil going in, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Start up with AMSOIL in her. pressure is good, so that's extra good. Let's go ahead and let her idle for a little bit. I also really need gas. I'm very low on gas, so let's let it idle for a little bit. I'll check it here in about 15 minutes. I'll let it run for a couple minutes, shut her off, and check it. Alrighty guys, it is time. It's been like 20 minutes. Probably about 10 since I had it running. Sounded pretty good. I couldn't find any leaks anywhere, so that's awesome. So let's go ahead and check this oil level. Make sure it's proper, right where I need it to be. This oil is like next to clear. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There you go. But it's actually perfect. That's amazing. Alrighty. Alright, well anyway guys, thank you for joining me on this video of changing the oil in my 944. I hope you guys learned something, or I made something potentially easier for you. If you're changing your oil on your 944 or just changing oil in general. This is, I believe, the first time I've actually filmed myself changing the oil on this, because normally it's been, I don't know, I really don't know why. But anyway, I did it now, so full AMS oil change, 5W40, full synthetic advanced European oil. I had to do 2 gallons of it because this thing takes 6.78 quarts of oil with a Hengst filter. I believe is the same OEM filter that Porsche used. But yeah, we're good. Oil change is done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead and leave a like if you did. Comment anything down in the comments section down below if you have any questions about anything. And you guys have an amazing day. I'll see you next video.